Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti. Yes, Peter Morganti. I've made the trip to Ballarat. Scrounged up a few $2 coins to put petrol in the car, Pete.
Can't. I'm just trying to see if we can see the Dan Murphys.
Yeah, we don't care about Dan anymore.
No.
He's given us nothing.
Not a thing. Not a drink. Not even a sniff
Not
of
a mention.
Bottle top even.
Anyway, here we are on Friday morning. Beautiful day in Ballarat. Sun's out, autumn. Foggy and 3 degrees this morning when we fed.
Cold mornings with lovely days. There's more the
Did you see any fog?
autumn. This morning it was dark for the first hour and a half I was out at the racetrack. Miles have not been there.
What, did you have the clock on the wrong time?
Well, it's not light till 7:30.
I know. And it's going to get worse.
Out there at 6 and filming stars.
I laugh when I get Tom Davinick's updates. All you see is this red flashing light going around the track.
Yeah, that's Hasseltoff coming around the back there.
Well, it could be anyone, couldn't it?
Well, that's one thing. You can just film a horse and just do your talk over.
I want early years to get best use of the track. Well, the owners, all they see is a red flashing light.
Anyway.
No, Dara, that's what he's onto it, isn't he?
He's a good man.
Yep.
He's a good
I
man.
went down there. What day did I go down there, Pete? Monday I drove the truck down and dropped a couple off, and it's got all these new outdoor boxes finished.
Yep.
It's got a pretty big setup there now. Very flash. Got a round yard, and he's got a walker. And
so this is at his property, or is this on
Tom?
Yeah.
On the track.
On the track, all right.
Yeah. And he's went on. It used to be just a breezeway.
So which end is that down the?
Where they used to have the barriers undercover, it's all been converted.
Oh, righto.
And now there's a big yard, and it's got all these open boxes where the horses walk around, and they can pretty much see the whole setup.
Very good. I haven't been.
So he must be trained. Must be 50 or 60 in there.
Haven't been in that precinct for a while. So
big yards, bit like Matthew Williams's yards. You know those open ones in a row.
Yeah.
So he's got all the old horses in there that need a bit of a tricking. Couple of hours, Pete.
Couple of hours. I need more than tricking.
Yeah, Danny Man was there in one of them.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, well, we'll roll back to last weekend. It was a weekend of thirds, Darren.
Yeah, green. What do you call them? Green ribbons.
Green ribbons.
Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Or like someone said in our day, bronze medals.
Bronze medals. Was it blue, win, red, second, wheel green.
Yeah. How many greens did you get?
Green for go. We had 3.
Did you get any blues in your day?
Didn't worry about the minor medals. Went for the blue.
Blue only?
Just blue.
You used to knock them over to get the blue though. Knock them down the run.
It was any rules back then.
Tripping was allowed.
Actually, I was probably.
It was a good day.
Trimming quick back then.
Liz and I went to Caulfield and we're in race 2 and race 9.
Yeah, bookends basically.
So we went up into the Black Caviar room. And right in front of us was the Pride of Jenny entourage.
Oh, right. Oh, well, geez, that would have been loud about race 8.
Well, they disappeared, but they had a big entourage there.
Yep.
And they had the little baby in the silks. Did you see that photo?
I've seen the photo, yeah.
I brought her over to Liz, and you know what?
I've seen the photo.
That was an omen if I ever seen one.
Oh, so that was early in the day.
Yeah. I should have sent out before the race, as a lot of owners said to me.
What do you think of the new setup with the mountain yard and all that for the owners?
I like the stalls out the back.
Yep, close by.
Down, like you look down, the horses are there. The roof of those stalls is ground level, so they're right down, and there's like tiered viewing.
Yes.
I like that. The mounting yard is up the other end at about the 200.
Yeah.
It's huge, so all the owners can fit in.
Yeah.
So that's a positive. It's new.
Yeah.
It's all concrete where you are, and it's really glary.
Right.
And it probably hasn't got much atmosphere.
That's what a few were saying.
And then when the horses go out, you've got the choice then to stand at the end of the mounting yard at the 200, or walk all the way back to where we used to watch it on the steps.
The original mounting yard area.
But if you go down there, a whole heap of them couldn't get back in time to listen to the jockey.
Right. So it is fair, like
200 metres.
Yeah, it's a fair one.
And you got to go through.
A few said a lot lost atmosphere.
You got to go through a few sets of guards on the gates.
The green jacket boys.
Yeah, so a few got back, and the jockey had already done his wrap and gone in.
Right.
Yeah, look, it's new. It's the first day.
And the winner's got his own little enclosure in when he comes back.
Yeah, he goes in the centre, and the rest just walk around. So you can't go in there until all the others have left.
Yeah.
But I thought, I love the stalls for the horses, and I love that part of it. The manning yard, well, we all went to the old manning yard because we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Then we got ushered down the other end.
So it's just stayed the same, has it? Well,
yeah, well, there's people sitting out there having a picnic.
Oh, righto. Oh,
there's all tables and chairs out there.
I suppose. So it's right on the winner post.
Yeah, so I'm not sure whether it's finished or they're going to do more work to it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happens if it rains in the mounting yard, because there is absolutely no cover.
No cover.
And you can't get out of it, like there's no awning or eave.
It's going to be interesting when you got those
So when it's belting down,
ho-hum meetings on the inside track,
yeah,
where it's just going to feel like everything's so
far away.
Yeah.
Look, I got to say, that Heath track surprised me a little bit how good it was the other day. I couldn't believe how wide it was.
Yeah, it's a bit
So they got that right.
bigger than I think everyone anticipated.
Yeah.
And raced better than, say,
some were running
Valley.
on.
Yeah.
So I think that's a positive.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, it's certainly a different experience, and we weren't ready for it. So I think always when you turn up the first day, you can be critical.
Yeah.
But as people get used to it, and whether they do something for the owners somewhere on that front area where you can actually, as a group, get together and whether they put a stand in there or do something, I'm not sure. But
I suppose the big days, it's probably going to serve its purpose, maybe.
I can get plenty of owners in there. It's not so cramped, not so dangerous as the other one.
Yeah.
So, they've spent a lot of money there. So.
Yeah.
But we had a good day. I mean, didn't win a race, but we had a good day.
Yeah, well,
Inexorable.
that's it. Just had to have a look. Inexorable, very good. Hit the line nicely for third.
Yeah, look, when he said he was going to go back and go to the fence and cut the corner, I thought, well, I don't even know why I bothered coming here at race 2. I should have just turned up at race 8. This is a waste of time. But he was adamant that he would run top 3, Graham.
And did.
And he got back and he was in on the fence, and we're all pulling our hair out and thinking this is hopeless. But he did hit the line nice.
Yeah.
Step up to a mile was right. He's going to go and take him back towards just a maiden.
Yep.
I think he picked up 20-odd thousand, 22,000 for run third.
Good money.
I think he's won 50 grand, hasn't won a race. So he's going back to the bush, $1.40 somewhere, packing them, he said.
Just get the money.
Get a maiden out of the way, and he said there's a lot of really nice 3-year-old races in April, May that will have 6 or 7 runners, and he said, hopefully he can go to the paddock, and he's won 3.
Yeah.
But he gave him a good rap. The jockey gave him a good rap, just said he's a prep away. He's still immature, he's still learning, but he's got natural ability.
Oh, that's good. Something to look forward to there.
So the owners were pretty happy because, 80% of those owners bred him.
Yeah.
And, it's a 5-year program.
Yeah.
Someone said to me, why don't you put that mare back in foal? I said, by the time it's ready to race, I won't even remember my own name. Sadly.
Anyway, that's a good result.
So then we went back and had entree and main and dessert. And then I didn't know if I could walk down the stairs, Pete.
Watched 30 races before Hasseltoff come to his race, and probably should have nearly won. I thought he ran second.
So did I.
But you watch the...
But I was 200 out.
Yeah. Even from the normal vantage point, until they slowed it down, you can see the other one just bobbed at the right time. But he's ran third. He's ran really good. He backed up the Ballarat run.
Yeah.
Actually, that whole form line, I think,
stood
out on top.
Didn't it?
Yeah. He was terrific. Ounce of luck, probably, I think, between sort of the 700 and into the straight. He just sort of had to wait. He couldn't get going.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, and then when he did, he let down nice and held a good gallop to the line. But the winner just had a break.
He said if he got out when he wanted to, he would have won.
Yeah.
He was sort of stuck in traffic, and he had to. You could see him trying to ease out.
Yeah.
And then, as it turns out, if he had to wait 2 more strides, the gap in front of him opened right up, and he could have zipped through. But anyway, that's racing. You got to make decisions. But the horse went super.
Yeah.
It was a race worth a lot of money. He's picked up 20-odd thousand and run third, and had it been a Flemington or had it been another 100 metres, it would have been exciting.
Good thing is Flemington races opening up for him.
Yeah, he said there's a number of opportunities for Flemington coming up. There's a lot of races for him actually over the next 6 weeks. So we just, you know what? We've been whinging that we haven't had a gate all start, all prep. We couldn't get a gate. We're out wide, going back, coming around them. And then we get a gate, and it's probably the day you didn't want a gate because you end up inside If you had been in 7 or 8, you're probably 3 wide and you go when you want to go. So,
Barriers,
it's probably just one of those things where you just can't take a trick. But
he's racing well, which is amazing.
he should have won a couple. But look, last prep, everything went right. This prep, probably nothing's really gone right.
Let's hope,
But a few owners were pretty happy that he beat Craig Williams and D Lane home. And Blake Shin sort of said, just let me know where you're going with this horse.
Yeah, that's a good indication of where he probably thinks, how he thinks he's going. So
yeah, I'm thinking,
he's the kind of horse.
I'm thinking when he runs, Blake will be in Sydney.
Oh, well, we've got all
the
that
carnival.
But anyway,
I'd be surprised if he gave up some rides on some group horses to ride Hasseltop at Flemington.
Yeah, probably can't see that happening. But anyway, he's a horse that can extend in a prep, so I'd say he'll still hold his form for another couple of runs at least.
Yep.
Hopefully the next one's the winning one. So we'll move north where we had Detonator Jack first up. He went terrific too. Third. His burst to the front. Pretty sure people on their chair or their couch probably got up at that stage. But typically of those types of races, because there's always a bit of a genuine speed, and the horses from behind got home, and he wouldn't have a clue they were there till late.
No.
And what's he beaten, a neck and a neck or something like that, or not, a nose and a neck? Wasn't much
0.5.
Yeah.
0.5 he got beat, but yeah, like he's travelling, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And then he got that split, and he said, I had to take it.
Yeah.
Even though he was going to get to the front too early, because when he gets to the front, he does have a habit of switching off.
Yeah.
And then he was probably on the worst part of the track because they were coming down the centre. Another horse that drew inside when he probably wouldn't have been ideal, but and maybe just petered on his run late. But no, terrific effort.
Which is
I've got 3 excuses. Front too early, worst part of the track, petered on his run.
Yeah.
He's run third, been beaten half a length, picks up 25 grand. Does he get into the Doncaster?
Well,
I don't know.
Winner's going that way, so I think, and I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know the field, but they've
So he's
always talked about that horse being that type of horse, and we're not far off that horse, and we're going to be fitter.
Yeah. So they run 20
Well,
with 4 emergencies.
Yep.
We're number 29.
Right. So
Now the word is there's 5 that are not going.
Right.
That we know of.
Yep.
That they're going to the Australian Cup.
Yep.
So,
is that race a fortnight away this weekend, or is
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So you just take a few drops by the wayside.
So I think Cascadian's definitely staying in Melbourne for the Australian Cup.
Yep.
Prodigy Jenny doesn't appear to be going to Doncaster. And then there was a couple of others they said are not going. So, and it's going to be wet, so we really want to get a run. So whether we end up in the field or whether we end up one of the emergencies and then we've got to wait till it rains and a few come out, I don't know. And unfortunately, there's no declarations in the next couple of weeks. We actually won't find out until the 2nd of April.
So you're either there or you're not.
So it's pretty hard to book accommodation and flights when you don't really know if you're going to get in. Now, the stable are confident we'll get a run.
Yep.
I'm not sure how many Karens got in the race that are up the order above us, but maybe we'll have to scratch them all to get us in. But we're 50 to 1.
Now, as is.
So when you go through the field and look at the runners, you go, oh, okay.
Well,
see, Fangirl's not going there. That's another one's not going there.
Yeah.
So,
well, there's no doubt that his form up there is good. He loves going that way.
if he gets a run and he draws okay, he's probably a top 6 chance, but he's just got to make the field. We really needed to win on Saturday, and that looked like it was going to happen for 50 metres, but it didn't. I could see those 2 bloody lumen on the bloody crown of the track.
And the caller was looking for that, was it Democracy Manifest or whatever it was? Is that it? Something like that?
Something like that.
And and I'm sort of looking for it, watching Jack and thinking, anyway,
you know what I was doing?
No.
I was watching Jack and trying to work out where the hell the finish line was.
It does keep going there a bit, doesn't it?
I'm thinking, Christ, there can't be that much further to go.
And then you see that white line and you're trying
Where's that red line? Anyway, all in all 3 horses ran nice, and you got to be happy with all 3 runs.
Yep.
Would have been nice for one of them to salute, but they all ran well without winning.
We'll go to another. All ran well without winning. Don't know if this ran well. It certainly didn't win. Late Titicaca, Kyton.
I don't know. What can we say, Pete?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, come on. Put it online, those
She
blokes.
probably missed-
I don't manage this horse. We just got to share in it, but the sooner it goes along, the better.
She just she missed her opportunities. I think it was in Colac one day. And
They're not talking about putting her over the sticks.
Jesus, me over the sticks.
She's not big,
That
but
could
anyway.
be interesting.
She almost want to win the maiden hurdle at Warrnambool.
Well, that could be. They all want to line up at Waddle, and they thought, well, the best chance is probably go to a maiden hurdle.
Another $300 a month.
You go there as a
drain.
maiden hurdle, you're guaranteed a run. So maybe they're just happy to guarantee a run. So,
Don't know.
so that's it.
I sound a bit disinterested because I am.
Yeah, thought that was very. We might have got 20 seconds out on it. Runners coming up, Darren. So we got a bit today.
It's on today, isn't it?
Yeah, well, most.
Today, oh yeah, we've got one tomorrow and one Sunday.
So we're going to the Mount where a dandy man goes around.
I nearly was going to go over, Pete.
Good old hike.
4 hours each way. That put me off.
4 hours there with expectations, okay. 4 hours tail between your legs is not so okay.
No.
But in saying that, he'll be at the top of the market.
$3.90 favourite.
$15.50. He's run over a mile. Just
Yeah.
needs to get a run in front where he can dictate a bit.
Got to be left alone. Got to get into a rhythm.
And if he's still going all right by that dog leg, kick. That dog leg.
I tell you, they don't get him after that dog leg, do they?
If you're going okay.
I've never been to the track, but have you?
Yeah, it's been a couple of
No, I've
times.
never
way
been.
back.
It's Mount Gambier Cup Day.
And it's very distinctive when you get. Well, it's funny, the mountain yard, it's not even near the fence, but where you view walking down from the mountain yard, and you sort of can't look you look down the home straight, but it's a home straight you're looking down prior to the dog leg, and then it sort of
they
views
run away from you.
Well, run past sort of, it's funny to explain, but it's distinctive when you get there. And if you've got a leader that's travelling, they can just get around.
Sneak away.
Well, the others just tend to make their runs, and they all, like a domino effect fan. So if you're there by yourself, you can sneak the winning margin there and hold on. So
Well, we had a look, and there's only 2 leaders. According to the speed map, there's only 2 leaders.
because Jordan Weatherly's riding, she's still climbing a couple.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
So he's only going to carry, I don't know, 53 or something.
Gate 5, no work to get
So
back the lead.
just as long as he gets left alone, if he gets taken on and he gets challenged, he'll do a Nick Dacos and drop the ball, and that'll be it.
Football.
Collingwood, eh?
Zip 3.
That's a great day. It's a great day, isn't it?
I was
Isn't it a great day?
I was thinking driving here, I'm thinking, geez,
Where's those
last time...
haven't heard from those Guffies. They're not up and about, are they?
Owen Kelly.
Owen Kelly, where are you?
Owen 3, Owen Kelly.
Owen 3. Yeah, maybe we can call Owen 3.
Dear. Anyway,
That'll come back to bite us, won't it?
Carlton don't play this weekend, they've got a bye.
Yeah, you can get away with it. You're flying. Danny, man, got to be a great each way chance. 15.50 is my only concern.
It's probably our
He
best.
looked a bit weak at the Heath in the last 200, didn't he? He was terrible.
Probably a drop in class.
By 10 lengths?
I'm thinking he's probably our best of the ones I'm seeing. We go to Horsham as well, so there's been a bit of a calendar change here because this was meant to be Terang.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I would have been
Then
going.
they
I'm not
went to
going to
Horsham, and the Terang was meant to have jumps as well. And that's a Monday meeting at Warrnambool. So
Well, they renovated the track, Wayne. Wayne Johnson renovated the track. And then they
Renovated
raced
or
on.
wrecked it?
Well, yeah.
Too many
I think he
trials.
renovated it, then he raced on it, then they had 7,000 horses trial on it, and now it looks like his cow yard.
jump outs and then a set of official trials, which probably housed about 300 horses.
Because there was a lot of trials cancelled, wasn't there? So they all end up at Trang. He said the straight looks like his dairy yard.
And of course, we've had no rain.
No rain at all.
No.
And no rain forecast.
Anyway,
So,
I know one thing with
who's
the
right?
Horsham track, he does keep that track pretty well watered up, and I'd say, oh, look at Bucket. It's not going to be hot
It's
today.
inside a footy oval, isn't it?
Outside of trot track.
I thought it was inside the footy oval. That's
Well,
how
the
tight
footy
it was.
over. Anyway, we got 2 there going. One's first up, Arthur and Princess will need the run. Straw barrier 17 at Horsham. Now, I figured that would be just about in the Target car park in the middle of town. 17 at Horsham, you can't. Obviously,
I didn't realise there was so many slow stayers in the state.
Well, there's one.
We got no
what you meant?
we got no expectations
No,
here.
shoot.
Tom just wanted
This is the first run with Tom, isn't it?
yeah, just wanted to give her a 1700 to give her a blowout and have a look at her. He said he'd be happy if she passed a few.
Yep.
He just wants to see her travel, do everything right, and hit the line. And then next start,
Bang. Have a look.
better go
Right.
good. Start after, better go good, or the start after, there will be none.
Bye-bye.
Another one I want.
Well, the other horse is Arizona Dreaming. There's a
Should
couple of little hints here. 1800 on a leader's track with a leader. A jockey who excels in leading, and Linda Meach.
Yeah.
$3.50, $4.
Four
$4.
Second favourite to Love the Bull, which must be getting ready for the bull. You keep talking. I just wanted to see.
He is better than a 58 Raider.
Yep.
In a 58, so he carries 61.5. But she can just outride him in these races, Linda.
Yeah. So he's 420. The other horse is Love the Bull's $3.
Yeah.
Now somewhere here it's got key stats because I just want to see what her strike rate was at the track.
Be pretty good.
Jockey says nothing. How's that? On that horse, is it?
Right.
They don't do the full stats.
Be pretty good.
She'd be good at Horsham.
Pretty good at Horsham.
I think she rode about 75 in a row for Peter Moody at Horsham.
Yes. And the thing, if Linda leads, and she's obviously sometimes riding against, kids coming through, no one wants to take her on.
No.
So Yendel's the same.
Yeah.
No one takes them on because, hold on, we're just going to knock our own horse up.
Yeah.
So you sort of ride.
We'll get her late, but we can't.
Yeah.
This horse gets every chance to win.
Yeah, I agree.
If he doesn't win today,
I did say Danny was best, but they're probably both on a parallel winning chance.
The ride will determine the result.
Yeah.
More so here because great front running rider, looking for that ground, perfect track, perfect conditions, no excuses.
Don't worry about the 1800.
No.
Because remember that time at Mildura when young Reardon rode him, won over 2,000? Is that the horse?
Yep.
And he won by about 4.
Yeah, well, there's not many leaders in this piece.
So I got no doubt and no
in fact,
concerns.
Well, is there only 7 runners? 8 runners? There's only 8 runners.
Yeah, so no, he gets every chance.
Every chance.
Every chance. We'll slip to Saturday to Benalla. Maybe a bit warmer on the weekend. Might be warm at Benalla. Queen of Malwar goes up there. I can't remember her last run. Was that at Ballarat when she ran 5th or she ran 6th?
She did finish off all right at Ballarat,
I thought that was her best
She's been
run.
going terrible. Well, they rode her in earmuffs at Werribee and she thought she was on holidays. What a terrible decision that was.
Not a bad place to go for holidays at Benalla on the river.
Bit far.
Yeah, anyway, it's
58 grade, disappointing horse. Bred to be a wet tracker, running on rock hard.
Won't be wet up there.
So I don't know.
Oh, we'll move on.
I'm not hopeful.
You'd be hoping that she could run a place.
Had no feedback from the stable.
All right, that's poor. Awful. Well, let's go to Sunday. Yeah, Ballarat.
Home track.
Positivo news. Positivo, is that how you say?
Positivo.
Is this first up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First start.
First start, I mean.
First
First up.
2-year-old.
2-year-old.
Saab ever had a 2-year-old winner?
He probably has.
Unlikely.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know much about the background of how this horse is going. What's he expect? Sunday Ballarat, you can actually find these races hard.
Oh, it'll be hard because there's not many 2-year-old races around over 1100.
Very popular track for young horses.
Yeah, well, McAvoy
and big stables.
You know, all those good stables will have them there.
Yeah.
No,
Calvin McAvoy was asking to be here this morning.
I've never heard of anyone by that name.
So why haven't I got a horse with Darren Dance?
Because he's too dear.
There you go. Watch this. There you go. My answer to him was because you didn't go buying it at the Melbourne Premier.
Good answer. What did he say?
Just rolled his eyes and went.
Wouldn't have known what draft they were in. Positivo's trialled up okay.
Yep.
Nice horse by Yes, who had his first winner a couple of days ago for the season.
Positivo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Positivo had over Mare Wanted Diva. Saab bought him and a few of us stayed in him.
Yep.
And he debuts here. He's drawn a bit wide.
Mm-hmm.
Yendel's riding it.
Yeah, I did say that, yeah.
Because...
that, it's not bad from that shoot, though.
Yeah.
You've only got one bend.
Yeah, one bend.
Sit through wide with cover and win from there.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming out and what barrier will end up jumping at him and handing him in. He'll turn up on a Sunday. So,
Look at him anyway.
So we go to Ballarat on Sunday. So sort of hopefully he can run top 4.
Yep.
So I suppose, look, he's a beautiful moving colt. He actually won a trial by about 4 lengths, or a jump out, but that's only up at SEMA or Tatura or somewhere. Doesn't really mean anything.
Still, you'd rather be 4 lengths in front of them.
He's done everything right. So he was down to run a couple of weeks ago over 1,000, but he had to swim in the pool and just knocked his leg. So we had to back off him.
Yep.
And I think this is better now because 1,100 is probably more suitable.
Yeah.
So we'll just see how he goes. But I think Yendel riding is a good engagement. He's a pretty straightforward horse to ride, and Dino's been around long enough to know, you know, with these babies, you just got to make them jump and just travel. And,
well, it'll be more positive than negative, Dane.
Yeah,
the way he rides.
He rides aggressive, so he'll have him in striking distance and give him every chance.
Yep. No.
And then he'll give us good feedback.
Just always nice to see you.
As long as I'm not nasty to him.
He'll be waiting. Always nice to see a new one come through.
Yeah,
but,
find out if we got anything. So the dream lives on for 2 more days.
2 more.
And then reality sets in.
Reality. And that's it. We don't know any other. No other noms.
No, I couldn't think of anything else that would be running.
I did see nominations they were extended to April, which was the good horse in Sydney.
Detonator Jack's going to Doncaster.
Yeah, and that was the other one. What was the other one? We were living on hope and thinking it was...
Nothing else in
Come Down Here in the Spring of Wallers.
Oh, Kidisky Abstract.
Yeah, it was in a nomination there.
It won a trial on Monday.
Yep.
Finally. I think it's running the 1st of April.
I thought the nom was... It was early April. It was a nom for something.
I reckon he's... Yeah, well, he was in the Guineas or something.
Oh, maybe that was it. It was a long-standing nomination for the Guineas.
But he'll be first up. I think he said first up 1st of April he's looking at. April Fool's Day. Probably a good day to run him.
You reckon he fooled us last spring?
I think he's still fooling us because he hasn't been gelded.
If he wins first with that horse,
he can gallop. Even McDonald said he won that trial by 2, but he said if he was gelded, he might have won it by a fair bit more.
A few tricks still in the old bag,
so to speak.
2 of them in the bag. Anyway,
that's it.
And
so
I can't even give you any hints.
Slipper.
Yeah, I just want to see how good this favourite is.
Storm Boy. Well named out of Pelican.
Yeah, Storm Boy. The horse that was syndicated at a pub. A lot of it.
Yeah, they took the horse into the pub.
She walked the horse in.
Can you do that?
There's a photo. There's a photo of the horse outside the pub.
I might take one over to the Royal Meredith.
All the boys are out in the beer garden and they're all going, how much go Waterhouse with a horse? And she sold...
Gee, it must be quite cold.
Well, yeah.
Shame we weren't in the beer garden that day, Pete.
Oh,
would have got a good horse.
I think it's already valued at, what, 20 million or something?
I think they sold it for 40.
40, was it? Oh.
Changed lives, that. Those pub boys.
Wrong pub.
Happy hour for the rest of their life.
I suppose I don't drink at a pub anymore.
No.
How good? Yeah, absolutely. What a story. What a story. They showed the photo of her leaving the pub.
With all the money.
Only guy can get away with that.
I know. I'm sure there'd be OH&S shits, wouldn't there? In Victoria wouldn't be allowed to do that.
There'd be a statue out the front of that pub at some stage.
I wonder if the publican bought a share.
He'd be dirty if he didn't. Actually,
you like that
he might go for royalties. Yeah. Hey, my pub.
Trespass.
Yeah, trespassing.
So you're on Storm Boy?
Not from a point of view of backing or anything like that, but just, you know, all the talks.
Is he that good?
And I love this. There's a little bit of a play with the jockeys here. Obviously, Coolmore want Ryan Moore. He's the #1 rider. J-Max talked the talk the last 3 weeks about Switzerland.
Yep.
That he can win.
Yep.
And he's on that, and it's probably the main danger.
2 Coolmore horses.
Yeah, and...
both drawn well.
And because Clint McDonald's going up there saying, they're giving me a better price than the Diamond.
He's already won $1 million.
Yeah, and it's drawn 17 or something ridiculous, but he said, that don't worry me, I'm out the back anyway.
And
there's a couple others.
A little bit of rain.
I mean, it's a...
My sneaky...
Yeah.
Is that Lady of Camelot.
I was just going to say, and been well backed.
Gay's other horse. I'd like to know what Robbie Waterhouse has put his money on.
Don't we all?
Hey? I'd like to know which one he's put the money on. But I reckon Lady of Camelot's each way, like Storm Boy's 210.
Yeah.
I keep saying this every week. I'd rather back Lady of Camelot at $7, $2.30 the place than Storm Boy to win at 210.
Yeah, win.
I know it's going to lead, Lady of Camelot, It's going to lead, or unless it can't lead Stormboy, I don't know. But I would have thought it'll lead.
I wouldn't have thought they'd lead on Storm.
So whether
Gate 2 be just behind it.
Well,
it missed the start last time, but
it was far too good.
yeah.
So yeah, that's the way I see it, Lady Camelot.
I keep thinking like, she's been up a long time for a 2-year-old Stormboy, hasn't it? This
Hasn't
is
that many
one whole
starts,
run.
though?
No, what, a handful?
Yeah.
5, is it? If
Not
it
a
is.
lot. And it's
But-
getting late in the season. Anyway,
Holding together, but anyway, I mean, Gay,
it's a great race.
she's a wizard with the 2-year-olds.
It's a good slipper.
It is. Yeah.
I was trying to find one of 20s or 30s for the Smoky for the first 4 to make it pay $100,000, but I couldn't find one.
Couldn't find one. I actually was watching. They had a few. Watching. Not best, but favourite. Well, there's been some horses that won that race. You go in Manicato and what he done after it. Then they were talking about some of the horses that Belle de Jour when it missed the start.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Call and
Yeah.
flash through late.
Yeah.
Then Singo shout the bar, was it him?
Yeah. But he only shouts in the public.
Yeah, and then there was Greg Hall winning on. But he knocked half the field over, winning a horse start with them.
Yeah.
Was it one of Freedman's?
Yeah.
And I think he got
Did he get fined
75,000 or
50 or
50, and that was the 5%.
Yeah, that was his whack.
What was the name of that start? I'm sure it was them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one for
Someone
viewers.
will come up with it.
But
Anyway.
yeah, been a good horses race. They did say the last 12 editions, only 2 horses have won a race since.
After.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So 10 have either been retired or gone by the wayside, haven't
Yep.
won a race, but only 2 have.
I don't think last year's horses won a race, has it? Shinzo?
No, and I think the one before did, which was a filly, come out and won a couple of races. But yeah, that's an interesting fact, isn't it?
So they just leave it all there. Not a bad way to let finish.
I don't know how many of those have gone straight to the
Stud.
You know, they may have come out and had one run and they've gone, oh, that was ordinary, let's go to stud.
Yeah, let's rush them off.
Don't devalue it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, so there you go.
slipper weekend.
So we probably banking on a Dandy Man in Arizona dreaming to lift us.
I think that would be a good place multi
Great place, Multi,
for those two.
with a little hope of a couple of wins. But
Well, yeah,
you're
I
probably going to. What do you?
They're going to be around, what, the $1.80, $2 mark each?
So you're going to get between, say, $3 and $4 a place?
Yep,
You take
boost it
that.
up, boost it up.
Well, they're both going to be leading. They're both going to be in front at some stage.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that'll do.
that's all I can give you.
That'll do. Small fish, Darren, apparently
Small
are
fish.
sweet.
All right, I haven't had much of a look through the rest of the form to give you any other mail, to be honest.
I did have a trial one, but
Been too busy this
it was
week.
3 weeks ago, and then I missed it, and it ran yesterday, and
Did
it
it
just
win?
got beaten.
Ooh, one of Nobblers?
Danny O'Brien's.
O'Brien's, all right, eh?
And it's funny because I was filming for Amy, and Amy's horse went really good, a little grunt filly. And I thought, I wonder what the second one was. Like, it was only that much between them, it was up the back straight. Oh, look, SK, one first up at Sandown, and Amy's going, don't know what to do with my filly, whether to give her another run or just keep her fresh. Anyway, she's going to Baltimore on Monday with it. And I only just seen this thing, I thought, there's his Esco flashed home in a benchmark 64. So it makes Amy's maiden form look alright.
Look
It's
good.
had 2 starts, but like middle of last year, just needed to be put away. Typical of a grunt filly. But she's come back really good, so I don't know. Being the maiden on Monday, she might be $15 or $20.
Yeah. What about
And we'll lead.
What about Imperatriz
Well,
on Saturday?
She's just got to win that race, doesn't she?
She doesn't win that.
Well,
something
that,
wrong.
I mean, they're all saying, what if it's a leader's track? Well, probably
The
doesn't
Valley.
matter.
Hasn't she got a good record, the Valley?
Great record. She hummed them down when
Been well placed, you
Giga
said.
Kick, remember the Giga
Yeah,
Kick, and he hasn't raced since. She brained him then. She led the next start and brained him. She's been perfectly placed. They're not
Smart.
silly.
Very smart, aren't they?
Like, I mean, she hasn't
Dingo's
raced
thinking-
against the best.
No.
Bar the Newmarket.
Yeah.
And it took Cylinder with, 5.5 kilos less to beat her.
Beat her.
And she was dogged in that race. But they've just placed her well. I think they're still aiming up at the Tommy Smith, is it? That's at
TJ.
The TJ.
Yeah, whether they go, I suppose it depends on what happens here.
If she does it easy at Birdie Valley, well, you...
There's 4 million reasons to go.
Oh, absolutely. She loves racing down here, though.
Yeah.
Our way. I think she got beaten up that way by.
I don't think she's a great traveller. I don't think
Argentia.
she's a great traveller.
No, well, anyway, should be nice to own. Nice to own.
All right, well, let's wrap it up there. So we're going Arizona Dreaming, all up a Danny Man, each way.
Yeah, each way.
Each way. You'll get money.
You like to split them, you can split.
You won't lose, I don't think.
I think they're both top 3 certainties. That's buggered them.
And Positivo's a sneaky place chance.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be $5.
Well, it'd be big odds.
Yeah, maybe.
And then, without knowing what's in it. But I can imagine there'll be, like you said, McAvoy horses, probably a Price horse, an O'Brien horse.
Yeah.
They all love starting.
They've got to go there because it's such a good track.
It's like Bendigo, isn't it? You start your good horses off on nice tracks.
Good tracks.
Yeah.
And you've got a good guide on their form and ability when you're taking on the good people.
Hopefully O'Brien and that might just decide to go to Geelong on Tuesday. Just leave some of them at home.
Hopefully they're all hung over Sunday morning and they don't come.
So we can get a winner at $50.
He needs one. All right, all the best. Have a great weekend and happy punting. I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti.